Hi, guess who I am? I speak English, hablo español, ich spreche Deutsch auch, et je parle un peu de français.
We are joined here today by Teresa Diez Dorta of the Iowa Wesleyan University women's golf team. Thank you for joining us today, Teresa.
Thank you.
So my first question for you is, how did you find your way from Spain to Mount Pleasant, Iowa?
Well, I joined this organization that send athletes to the US to study for college. And yeah, Iowa Wesleyan was the best option that I found. And yeah, that's how I came here.
Now, in your little fun
So
facts,
they also were very interested in getting me here. And I also like the academic plan pretty much.
great. Um, in your fun facts, you mentioned that you speak 4 languages. That's very impressive. How long have you studied each of the languages? I know English, Spanish, obviously, German, and French. How long have you studied those languages?
So German started when I entered school. I was 3. So since then I've been hearing and learning in German. Then English I started when I was 9 in school too. And then French was when I was around 15, I think, in high school too.
Are there any other plans to add any more languages? I mean, that's already pretty impressive.
I would like to, but I still have to find the time.
That's right. Yeah, definitely. Speaking of time, you're a business administration and marketing major, is that correct?
Yeah.
What interested you about that aspect of classes?
Well, marketing, you can combine it with design. So I've always liked to draw, and I participated in many art contests back in high school. And also I like the psychological part about it, like how to sell a product and how to make it to the public.
Very cool. Um, so you're a women's golf team member. How long have you been playing golf?
Since I was around 3, my
Oh,
father
wow.
was the one who played, and they got me this clubs, and they were very short, but they cut it in half or so. So it would fit me, and I started like that.
What is it about golf that you like so much?
Um, well, it's because you play against yourself.
Hmm.
So it's not a sport that you practice and you get better and you don't make the same mistakes anymore. It's more about that you can make the same mistake that you did the first year you started, even 20 years later. So it's something that just sticks around. So you want to mm, make that mistake go away. But so that's what sucks you in.
Yeah, you mentioned that, it's you're kind of competing against yourself. How do you handle that mentally, when you're out on the course? Obviously, golf is a very mental game. And if you just pull a putt just a little bit, something that can get in your head, and how do you stay focused on your goal on the golf course?
Honestly, I don't know. I feel like it's practice. I remember when I was younger, my mom, she will follow me. And whenever I will get angry or look like I was going to get angry, she would always look at me and go like, don't do that because otherwise you get in trouble. So it was more of an obligation that what I had to do. So eventually I learned how to not do it because it's bad for my game. So if you let your emotions influence you, if it's joy or anger or sadness, anything, it will change your game. So you have to try to go shot by shot and try to do the best as you can in that moment.
Yeah, and you did a great job last year of having success on the course. Obviously, as a freshman, making first team all conference honors here in the SLIAC. What was that like? Taking staying up at the front of the room at the end of the tournament. Knowing that you're one of the top performers in the conference.
Well, it was great. I feel really good. It was at the beginning. I wasn't expecting it. I knew I played okay. I played good, but I didn't know that I made it to all conference. So yeah, it was
Yeah.
it was pretty good.
Are there any differences that you see in courses from Spain to the U.S., or are they all pretty much, you kind of
Um,
take them as they are?
they're different because in Spain the weather is different. So, for example, where I play, my home golf course, it's there are a lot of trees and up and downs and stuff. But when you go to the south, they're more like mm, summer kind of golf course. So you have more bunkers. There are not that many hills. You have more waters. You have more out of bounds. You have a different vegetation. I don't know, it's different.
Do you get to go back to Spain often, or did you go back there last summer?
I went last time I went was for Christmas. I couldn't go this summer because of COVID,
Mm.
and I'm trying to go back for Christmas, although I'm not sure I will be able.
How did you handle, being here in the United States away from your family during the pandemic?
Um, well, when I was younger, I used to go every summer away either to Germany or I went to Ireland too, just by my own. So I will get used to leave my house, learn the language, and learn the culture. So that my parents did a great job. So it was hard because of all the differences. I don't know, the food, the environment, the people. But I also have people here. So I miss them, but I know this is also a great opportunity to be here.
Speaking of opportunity, I know that's one of the things you said when I was talking to you earlier about one of the reasons you went to Iowa Wesleyan is for that experience to study in the United States. What was it about that experience of studying in the United States that made you want to come to the US and not just go to college or go to school over in Spain?
Well, in Spain is very different because we focus only on one thing. Either you focus on sport or you focus in school. So here I could do both. And I know studies are the first, but I also didn't want to stop competing. And so yeah, and I had friends that came here and they were telling me how amazing it is, the opportunities, all the people, the experience. So it sounded very good, so I wanted to give it a try.
Well, that's great. Teresa, it's been a pleasure talking to you today. I'm not as fluent as you are, so all I can say is adios. I don't know anything else. But it's been a joy talking to you, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you for having me.